video. I hope you all are making good profits with the help of our video. Before we start the video, if you want to join us, the link is in the description, and you can also text us on Telegram at the rate B binary support. As you saw in the previous video, we lost a trade where I lost the entire amount I made during the compounding session. In this video, I will try to recover that loss, so let's see how much we can make. As you can see, I have $50 in my account, so we'll place a trade using the help of our envelopes indicator on a 1-minute time frame in the OTC market. Let's start the video and find our first trade for $50 on Boeing Company OTC. We are placing a trade for a downside move. I am waiting for the candle to close. Alright, the candle closed and I placed a trade for a downside move on Boeing Company OTC worth $50. As you can see, there was a downtrend in the background and the green candle also closed near the envelope level, which is why I took this trade for the downside move. Currently, the trade is going in our favor, but we still have 20 seconds left. Only a few seconds remain, and I won my first trade of the compounding session. Now my balance has increased to $96. Let's find our next trade for $96. There were no available trades on stocks, so I decided to search for a trade on currency pairs. On odd CHFOTC, we have a trade for a downside move, and I placed a trade for the downside move on odd CHFOTC worth $96. As you can see, there was a downtrend and there was also an envelope level acting as resistance, which is why I took this trade. Currently, the trade is going in our favor, but we still have 35 seconds left. You can see the candle is taking resistance from the envelope level. Only a few seconds left. And I won my second trade of the compounding session. My balance is now $184. Let's find our next trade for $184. On Johnson & Johnson OTC, we have a trade for an upside move. I placed the trade for the upside move on Johnson & Johnson OTC worth $184. And we got a good entry near the envelope level. There was also an uptrend and a continuity pattern was forming, which is why I took this trade. The trade is going in our favor, and you can see the candle closed as a green candle. We still have 30 seconds left. Only a few seconds left. And I won another trade. Now, my balance has increased to $344. Let's find our next trade for $344. On Microsoft OTC, we have a trade for a downside move. I placed a trade for the downside move on Microsoft OTC worth $344. As you can see, there was a downtrend and the previous green candle closed near the envelope level, which is why I took this trade. The trade is still going in our favor, but we have 35 seconds left. Only a few seconds remain. And I won another trade. My balance is now $660. Let's find our next trade for $660. On Tesla OTC, we have a trade for an upside move. I am waiting for a good entry. Okay, I got a good entry, and I placed a trade for the upside move on Tesla OTC worth $660 near the envelope level. As you can see, there was an uptrend, and the candle was taking support exactly from the envelope level, which is why I took this trade. The trade is not going in our favor right now, but we have 40 seconds left. You can see the candle close near the envelope level, so let's wait. Only a few seconds left. And we won another trade. My balance is now $1,261. Let's find our next trade for $1,261. On Tesla OTC, we have another trade for an upside move. I got a good entry and I placed a trade for the upside move on Tesla OTC. As you can see, there was an uptrend in the background. And the candle was taking support exactly from the level where we had already won the previous trade. So I placed another trade at the same level, and the trade was also going in our favor. However, we still had 25 seconds left. Only a few seconds remain, and I won another trade. Now my balance has increased to $2,383. Let's find our next trade for $2,383. On Twitter, we have a trade for the upside move. I'm waiting for a good entry. Alright, I got a good entry, and I placed a trade for the upside move on Twitter OTC for $2,383. Currently, the trade wasn't going in our favor, but we still have 25 seconds left. The candle closed near the envelope level, and the next candle was moving in our favor. Only a few seconds left, and we won another trade. Now my balance is $4,576. Let's find the next trade for $4,576. Now let's check for trades on currency pairs. On your NZDOTC, we have a trade for the upside move. I placed the trade for the upside move worth $4,576 from near the envelope level. The trade wasn't going in our favor at first, but we still had 50 seconds left. The candle was moving down and the trade wasn't going well. Alright, only a few seconds left. And we won another trade. My balance is now $8,786. The candle moved in our favor in the last second, and we won this trade as well. Let's find the next trade for $8,786. I've already recovered my previous loss, but now let's see if we can make a good profit in this compounding session. On Intel, we have a trade. If this current candle gives us an entry, we could try for an upside move. However, the candle was already up and had turned into a green candle, so we decided to avoid that one. Next, on Tesla, we have a trade for the upside move. I placed a trade for the upside move on Tesla OTC worth $8,786. Exactly when I placed the trade, the candle was moving in our favor. There was an uptrend, and the candle was taking support exactly from the envelope level. You could also see a continuity pattern forming, which is why I took the trade for the upside move. The trade was also going in our favor and only a few seconds were left. We won another trade. Now my balance has increased to $16,869. Let's find our next trade for $16,869. If we find a good trade, we'll place it. Otherwise, we'll stop here. Alright, on Facebook OTC, there was a good trade for the downside move. I placed a trade for the downside move on Facebook OTC worth $16,869. The moment I placed the trade, the candle moved in our favor. You can see that the previous green candle also closed near the envelope level, which is why I took the trade for the downside move. Additionally, there was a resistance level. Only a few seconds left, and I won another trade. Now my balance is $32,388. I'll stop here since I've already made a good profit by starting with just $50. If you want to earn money with me, you can text us on Telegram at @BBinarySupport. See you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.